はい、お願いします。Yeah, let's start with Kappadori today. It's a cover. Yeah, yeah, boom. Right? Cover. All right. In other words, I'm stepping back and reaching here. Yeah. Occupy. Still a gap here. So there's an area, there's a connection here. Okay. All right. So you're coming in here, cover. Okay. Now you see when I go here, it opens something up. So there's a connection all the way to there. Okay. All right. So just sit with that step back motion. One thing right there, just in terms of that's here, all the way to here. This opens a lot of things up. If I kind of stop right there, where do I go? Keep trying, keep trying, find your way to here. Yes. Don't go here. I'm not trying to break your balance. I'm just trying to gather your energy so that we can do something together. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. One thing right there, when you're here, okay. Now, I'm trying to break his balance. I'm not, I'm just trying to connect to his energy. Okay. Actually, I'm a little higher. If you go this way, that's fine. Okay. Right. Right. But gather. Okay. All right. So when I'm here, cover, good. Draw. Feel your way there. See that feeling? If you go for that, go here, opens up a gap. Yes. Good. Right. Right. Good. The things we can do here, just with them. Okay. Right. Other things are possible here, like for example, this one, boom. That's possible. All right. But or conversely, we can move before. If you're coming in, this is cover. Okay. And we have something like that. Okay. But right here, we're trying to fill my keep wandering here. Feel. Now there's feeling and there's depth of feeling. Okay, I'm feeling the surface of the pond. I'm I'm standing in the pond, feeling its depth. Okay. Yes, good. Okay. All right. See, I'm not trying to break your balance. Energy, right? Instead of trying to deal with weight, yes, you're moving energy. You're connecting energy. Okay. Right. Yeah. Yeah, good, 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 good. If we're going to think, we think in terms of energy, connecting energy to energy. Yeah. Not trying to move weight or break balance. Right. Yeah. Good, good. A lot of things are possible here. Right. This thing right here. Good, good, good. Mhm. Boom, boom. Oh, all right. What I'm doing is not trying to control you. I'm trying to connect to your energy. And we're gonna go somewhere together. We're in a project together. We're gathering data. Now you're going to be sent out to run a part of it. All right. And there are many phases of the project. Okay. So and that's my thinking about it. Now, what we can do here, for example, it's a very common. We just go here. Now here, I'm going to try to turn the wrist. I'm going to rotate my hip. All right. Now there's an EQ set up here, but let's continue a little further. And we'll do an EQ right there. Oh, get their contention. Okay, yes, it does. There's a connection here, right? Yes. And now here, let's turn my hip. Okay, you see what I mean? Not try to move your arm. Or turn my hip. Now here, the thrusting motion. And we have a solving EQ right there. Okay, so let's just take the blend there. The blend turns into kind of like a lead, but it's a group project. Okay, all right? Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Keep going. Keep going. But you want the arm at least straight. For example, David, why don't we? And I come in a little bit right here. Okay. Now, what I want you to see right here, a little bit of bend in the elbow. Wiggle your elbow around. Gets out of it. So you want it at least straight. Okay. And see the elbow's up. Wiggle your elbow. And when the elbow is going this way, wiggle your elbow. All right. And also when the arm's straight, you can really wiggle his elbows. We want the arm at least straight from the shoulder. Fingers up, which means the elbow is up. Wiggle your elbow. All right, I got his attention here. All right, you see, okay, it's a little fine tuning right there. Okay, keep going. Okay, now let's work the second phase of this one, but we'll drop down just up there. Okay. Here's how, I want to sense of connection. If I break the connection, go here, I create an opening. So if that's going, yeah. Okay, now what we're going to do here is to draw back and look at that. Now the other possibility there, more. And right here, where they try to turn the hip. Pivot, turn, boom. Yeah, this one, same pin. See, when I haven't got the arm exactly straight, wiggle your elbow. Wiggle it, wiggle it. Go, yes, okay, yeah. So at least straight, knee, fingers up, which means your elbow points up. Wiggle your elbow. Okay, all right. So just for a bit, let's do the Tenkan or the Uda version of it. All right. All right. Okay, all right. So let's switch to the Swati Waza. On that one right there, make sure you really plug it in. Okay. Now, one of the things, just to switch up here for this. The fit isn't as good. Plug it in, boom, from the hip, boom. Old style atemi right there. Now here, you can, right here, see the, an energy beat. Now, you can also right here add a bit of a turn to it, and then we apply it. Yeah. Okay, all right. But right there, make sure either seated or standing. And now right there, gather, gather. Good. Now turn it and plug the back of my wrist into like a, yes. See that motion right there? That's very important. If there's a hole there, see, I go here. Okay, now there's a hole here. There's the gap for something. So boom. Okay, now here, boom, so. Right. Okay, right. So make sure that connection right there, especially for, we're going to do Nikyo next. And for that, you really need the connection there, but you need it for the Ikkyo sequence too. Okay. Okay, now rotate the hip. Yes, that's very important. You don't do it with your hands. Good connection here, the hip. Then the key flows between you and your partner and back, okay? Yeah. One thing, David, right here, just in terms of, okay, now right here, what do I do with the elbow? Nothing. Okay, it's an energy beat. What do I do here? Now the twist, it's a beat. It's a beat. It's a beat. If you're coming in this direction, like whatever. Boom. Boom. Huh? What's a beat? Twist, push. I'm gonna bounce the basketball. Do the basketball. Nice round, there's a flow possible right there. Not too much weight there. You can't dribble a medicine ball or a shot to it. Well, bounces, doesn't it? It's a beat to it. So if you're coming in this direction, we're going here, like boom. Oh, we get to here, boom. Do that. Likewise, we're switching. It's the beat, boom. Okay, an energy beat, boom, boom, boom. After a while, as you develop the connection to your partner, you sense energy. If you come in this direction, the energy going down, 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 down. Right about here. This is slightly now right there. So it's a funny conglomeration of different movements. But it's the same thing. Boom, boom. What you're feeling here is a beat of energy. Put the hand here, a beat. And here, a beat. If you grab my wrist here and hold firm right here, it's a beat. Okay. If you grab my wrist and hold firm, good. But it's a beat. Okay. So after a bit, you understand your key connector, the two connections, two systems connecting. There's a harmony right there. And that is, now we're right here. Now we're gonna now add a little bit more of a turn to it, making it more of a Tenkan motion. Right here, how do I finish that motion? Now if I put in my weight here, boom. Right, grab my wrist, hold firm. Come on, let's go. Okay. So whether, almost any technique, if you're coming this direction, we go this way. Good. I'm going to come over here. What we're going to do is right here is a beat. Okay. A beat of energy. And, to some degree, energy can get very mental. So there's a sense where even the mind and the body connects right there. Key is not just an abstract thought. Okay. So what is that? Your key, my key, uke nage, nage, uke. Start to kind of harmonize. That system, part of that harmony in the system are beats of energy. It's timing. It's like music. Okay? Keep going. Okay, now right there, for example, if you go for the hand too quick, he can get kind of nuts. Now he's doing this in a playful way, but if I'm a little too conscious here, your energy out there is still polarized, okay? What I need to do is get your attention. Balancing it this way. See that motion there? All right. So if you come in, yes, get jerky. Good. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Keep going. Yes. Energy is energy. After a while, you're not thinking move his weight. You're, you're thinking, if you're thinking at all, think is a bad habit. But when you're energy thinking, you're in a feeling, sensing space. Okay. And one of the things, if you're coming in, we just get this connection right there. Right. Boom, 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 boom. There's a, just a, okay, over here, boom, boom. There's that motion. I know we're going to get, we're gathering right here, boom. Over here, boom. Before the contact, okay, a little bit more motion. Okay, but even there, you say there's a big hole here, isn't there? Now it's not about hitting you, because then we create a subject object right there. Boom, there's a sense right there. That's not an energy beat. It's an energy blip. Now there's a, you see the feeling of it a little bit there. If he's moving here, it's an energy blip. Okay, good. Boom, and then there's a beat. Okay, but there's a balance. Uke nage. And if I get a little too, I'm connected to you. All right. Gotta say hi. Welcome me in. All right. And then we got a project to go. Boom. Here's like boom. Oh, and boom. Okay. All right. So keep going. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Good. A beat. Again, it's something, it's experiential. It's very difficult to explain, but it's fairly easy once you attune to it to feel it. You see what I mean? What are you guys talking about? It's an energy beat. It's experiential. All right. Part of California weird, so to speak. Okay. Go. Okay. Now that part's good. Now we're going to work the first part. Hello. How are you? Gotta get my attention. Okay. Now right there. Percent. The other side since we're good. Right about there when you reach with the hand.
Yeah.
Good. There's a different feel to that one.
Yeah. Stuff like night and day.
What's the difference?
We were in harmony.
Yes. So what about the first two?
We were not, we were in conflict.
That's correct. Who is responsible for that?
Well, I'm the only one who did anything different, so I assume I'm the one. responsible.
Yeah, that's actually, that's the sad and happy truth of it. Now, all of a sudden, once you felt it,
Yeah.
there's a harmony there. Now, right about there,
Right. Right.
that harmony has another phase to it.
Yeah.
You got the first part. And now I set to move this way.
Yeah.
The first part's good, but I set to move this way.
Whoa.
All right. Since we're doing this, since we are filming, okay, why don't you move a little bit to get out of the way of the camera? This is good. Now set, push. Now push. Oh, okay. His energy and my energy are connected right there. All right. Now what's happening is you get the first part, but you're turning your current off. And so some of, okay, now the car ride's going well, then the engine dies. Okay. Now, boom. All right. Okay. That's better.
Oh.
Now you just extended the harmony that you got the first part. Okay. That's the game. Go. Yeah. Okay. Keep going. Now, one thing right there. When you kind of missed here, it gives them his balance back.
Yeah.
If you kind of miss here, go again. You missed the, give you a basketball, there's a hoop you missed. But it comes right back to you, put it in. Don't go, what do I do with this? I missed the shot. You know what I mean? That's nice for your game, whatever. Okay. But see right here, it's like Kotegaeshi, for example. There's a big hole there. So right here, we're going to close that hole. Okay. Hands apart. Now I got to try to, but right when I bring it here, there's a hole, isn't there? No, good. So right about here, yeah. All right. It's a technique, but there's an area where when you're phrasing, almost like you're playing a duet, and you're playing 4/3 and I'm playing 3/4. It's a mess, right? Okay. So one thing right here, go. Feel good. Now let's say you miss. All right. Instead of taking it off here, it gives them a balance back. Okay. Better connection. Rotate your hip. Okay. We all miss. Whoops, I missed. Okay. Reconnect. Boom. Go. Boom. 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 Reconnect. Go. Okay. Good. And if you take my hand away and just raise it up and go like that, there's a lot of gap there. You see? And so, you know, in some sense, after a while, I mean, it's a sensing procedure. It's a little bit like, you know, your spiders, man, and your spider sense starts to tingle after a while when certain things happen. Okay? Why is my spider sense tingling? Pay attention to it, Peter Parker. Okay? And it's almost like when you take the arm off the body like that, your spider sense should be tingling. That's your key sense. They're saying, okay, I am creating a big gap in the harmony here. All right. So we come in this direction. Good. All right. Now maybe you miss on the first one. Okay. Now, but go again. Turn your hip. Good. You missed the shot under the basket. It came to you. You put it in. Guess what? You not only got 2 points, you got a rebound. An offensive rebound is gold in basketball. You miss, you get the ball, put another one out. Okay, go. Okay, now let's, following this progression, fill the gap. Yeah, boom. Okay. The criminal says, who are you, man? I say, I'm Batman. Oh, boom. Now, what we're going to do, change size. Now, right here, I'm bracing, put my weight in. Go. Settle in. Okay. And then we rotate the hip. Okay. All right. Now, you'll notice right here, my attention is already on the wrist. It gives you a gap. See, after a while, okay. I mean, you don't punch everybody in class. All right. But if there's an opening, you're aware of it, whether you're okay or nage. Your spider sense starts to tingle. So right about here, then I got to, yeah. Now, and now Nikio is very important right here. Plug it in. Once you plug it in, settle your key. Right about here, there's that beat of the knee. Okay? That fit right there. Okay. Now, right about there, there's an opening right there when I go this way. So I gotta give them a little extra love here. Okay, all right. Notice the importance of really plugging Electrical outlet, plug it in. All right, now right about there, you turn the juice on. 10 EQ. Okay? Yeah. Hmm. And right about here, if you start to come at me, boom. Hurry up right there. Maybe I could do something different. Okay. Most of the time, there's an agreement sort of that if there's a consciousness aware of the connection throughout the motion, then you're not nitpicky about wide open here because all right. Now that's pretty hard right here, but rotate the hip. I'm not gonna try to turn this over. If it's really bad, if he bends his elbow, then we go somewhere. We have another motion there. Yeah. If you get an impossible person, it's just messing with you. And that's we got an impossible person in the executive office right now. He's messing with everybody. Okay, so be easy there. Okay, but we can hear boom, 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 boom. Now, the big strong guy right here, turn the hip. Now the next part. Notice when I settle in, straighten my posture, I plug it in a little bit more there. Now, are you ready for it? It's called the energy beat. It's the beat. Yeah. Okay. You think all this stuff is just manipulation and joint twisting? No. No, that's a part of it. But other than that, it's kind of like jujitsu. Jujitsu is very interesting because sometimes I work with some of Richard Bunch's students, and they were very good at the mechanics. They didn't have much energy, but were very good at the mechanics. Okay. Now, Aikido is funny because generally we have more energy, but the trick is, what do you do with that energy? Okay. Yeah. All right. Anyway, let's go on to the new skills. Okay. Now, okay. Now on this one, if we come in this, let's see, something's missing here. Ground, hip. Now here, that's all the way to the pin. Okay. All right. Okay. And one thing right there, for example, once you stay down, stay down, stay down, stay down. All right. See how straight his arm is?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the pin? Straight, wait, stand up. Okay,
Yeah.
stand up. There's a stretch here. You stand,
Okay.
so you position yourself around that. Now here, it's a red flag here. Stand up.
Sure.
Right. And I'm gonna do the straight arm pin. Now, if I'm nasty, I break your shoulder right there.
Sure.
Okay. Let's stand up. Okay, yeah. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create a stretch here. Stand up. You're standing up into the stretch in your
Yeah.
elbow and your shoulder, aren't you?
Right.
Okay. And you'll notice that in that particular configuration, you see the spiral here? You see the post?
Yeah.
See the spiral? Stand up. Yeah. Humane, effective. All right. That's just a tip on that pin, right? Easy to think. I got it. Put the arm straight. Now, sometimes you go somewhere and you realize you're training and there's a big hole. You don't necessarily stop and correct the person, but you're aware of it. And you make sure that you check yourself to see that you're not doing the same thing. Right? Okay. Yeah. Hmm. Think towards the other shoulder. Remember that one. Okay, now get in that position. Okay. But what you're going to do, you're going to rotate your hip. You're going to tend towards the other shoulder. Okay. Yeah. You don't just twist the arm there. Free shoulder. Pin. Yes. Yes. Okay. You just okay. Let's go. Well, go on one more here. Cover that motion. Good. Good. Now what we're going to do, this I've never liked this one, but stand up for a second. Okay. Stand up. You try to push your weight. No, okay. Stand up. Hand change. Finger. Now, right here is an important one. I'm going to twist his wrist. You're now moving. But you see, we both have the center. Okay. And my center is clashing with his center. Fortunately, I understand the circle. which turns into a spiral. Okay, now that first part's kind of tricky. So it's just coming into instruction first, distract, but connect. Now, notice how this is equal. Your shoulder, side of the body. Oh, stand up, extend them out, and put your weight on top of them. Trade hands here, fingertips. Again,
Yeah.
okay, let's switch to the Sankyo change. Okay. Okay. Don't go up to the Nikyo position on that one. Okay. Don't go up to the Nikyo position. We're gonna, both of these, we're going to do Nikyo. No, we're going to continue with the Ikkyo, Nikyo, Sankyo. Yeah. Now, right here, instead of putting my elbow, hand on the elbow, I'm going to put my shoulder here, but stand up. Yeah, I'm extending his power out. I'm not going to put my weight here. Stand up. You can do that. All right, just stand up. His weight is being extended out that way. Then we make this change. Thumb, palm, fingers. Now we get his fingers for control. And just like we were doing before, see the twist here? Stand up. He's going to stand up into that twist. It's not like I'm here putting my weight trying to twist his arm, creates a hole. Stand up. Okay. Fire holder. Okay. All right. Go. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Um, keep it plugged in and rotate your hip. Good. Okay. Now what you're going to do right there. Okay. Sit, let's grab on here. Boom. Okay. There we go. All the way here. You want to take it off. Yeah. Turn your hip. Keep it plugged in. Now, you put the hand here. What I'm going to do is put my shoulder there instead of my hand. Stand up. Okay, I'm going to extend you forward that while I make the change. Okay? A couple of tips right there because for the EQ sequence, it goes hand goes elbow. For that Sankyo shift, your elbow doesn't, your hand doesn't go there. Your shoulder does go to his elbow as you make the change. I don't like that move myself, but it's what's done. Okay. I haven't found a better way of doing it. You can, for example, if you go here, boom, yeah, that's
It's a nice circle.
but if you teach your students that, then what happens a little bit is, you dance around with it. And so, you go, well, I'm gonna go this way. Okay. Yeah, you want a certain sense of they feel the connection. It's not just a mental flow is not a mental experience. Okay. Okay, receiving it is receiving vital vitamins, but they're key vitamins. All right. And if it's a little too diffuse and dancey, it's a little bit like, we're high on something and the practical base of it is kind of being lost a little bit. It's not to say you can't have fun doing it. Okay. All right. But go out and get drunk and have a lot of fun doing it. Okay. But in the long run, maybe it's not a good thing to do every day, So anyway, keep going. Yeah. Okay. Just why don't we all get over here for a second? And I know we're filming this one. I just wanted to catch this. So okay. All I want you to do is aim this. Okay, why don't you get over by them? Okay, and one thing that we were kind of working today, we're working the energy beat. One way you can work on that. Boom. Boom. The cutting motion. Okay, boom. Boom. Okay. He grabs my wrist, holds firm, boom, there's that beat. Okay. Boom. The double spiral closing. Boom. Boom. Okay. Now we go here. We go here. There's a beat. That's that. Okay. Now we go here. We get to this position. You got to get your ground here, but right about here, how do you finish that?
Yeah.
That's that same beat of energy. Okay. All right. Keep watching. Right. Let's we didn't do this technique today, but we go over here. We go over here. How do you finish it? There's an energy beat. He's running at me a little bit, just like there's an energy beat. Okay. And one way that you can, boom. Now it's very important here you don't put your weight into it. The up and the down, using Shinto terms, one's Izanagi, one's Izanami, one's fire, one's water, or one's heaven, one's earth. But when they are in harmony, there's a beat. There's a beat. And there's that closure, the double spiral twist at the end. Boom. Boom. So you can do valuable work with the Bokan. Okay? And once you hand that over there. Okay, so, and again, Cliff,
Oh, you need to start.
yeah. Okay, so we go over there. Good. Okay, good. Okay, instead of trying to twist them here, there's a beat of energy. There's that closing motion. All right, it comes in this direction. Boom, boom. Now here, notice the importance of the ground and the fit here. But right about here, the closing motion. That's energy moving. Okay. Now we did one more, which is like right about here. I just keep going over here. Now I get into the Ringinagi position. How do I finish? Boom. It's that same beat of energy. Okay. All right. So that was kind of a theme for David. If you wouldn't mind putting this back. Okay. I think that's enough here. Yes. Okay. Gonna bow out. Okay. Thank you very much.
So